For the past year, 50 Cent has relentlessly trolled Jay-Z, taking every opportunity to mock him for his silence regarding the situation with Diddy and the much-discussed outfit. The ongoing jabs have kept the feud alive, with 50 Cent showing no signs of letting up.
He hated on you too, like he didn't want you as part of it. Is that true though?
Yeah.
For example,
50 Cent has taken his trolling of Jay-Z to a whole new level over the past year, keeping fans entertained with a series of relentless jabs. For example, he shared an image of a milk carton with Jay-Z's face edited onto the missing children slot, captioning the Instagram post with, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL." Puff said he ain't answering his phone. LOL. Another standout moment came when 50 posted a photo of Jay-Z and joked, "Jay in hibernation. He ain't coming outside till this puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner. LOL. I'm all you got. I'm outside." The tension between the two runs deep, with 50 Cent convinced that Jay-Z dislikes him. One notable instance that fueled this belief occurred during the 2022 Super Bowl, when Eminem reportedly insisted on including 50 in his performance, allegedly against Jay-Z's wishes.
The white guy called for 50 Cent. So I said, who's the white guy? I'm digging this Jimmy Iovine. And he said, no, Eminem called directly for 50. And he said,
That's his guy.
He said, I can't do it if I can't bring 50 up.
But that's it.
50 Cent didn't hold back on Instagram, taking a jab at Jay-Z's Super Bowl situation and his style choices. He wrote, "Why would he have to say that? Should be the question." This was followed by a sharp dig at Jay-Z's Jean-Michel Basquiat-inspired hairstyle, adding, "Your big homie is running around trying to look like a gay painter." The comment was a clear shot at Jay-Z's signature Basquiat-style dreadlocks, with 50 using the opportunity to blend his critique of Jay's personal style with the ongoing feud about the Super Bowl performance dynamics.
Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
This year, 50 Cent revisited the topic of his inclusion in the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show, claiming that Jay-Z's Rock Nation tried to block him from performing. He stated, "Rock Nation wanted to leave me out of it. They didn't want me there. But Eminem wouldn't do it without me. That's how I ended up on the show. He wasn't coming if I didn't do it." When that happens, you go, damn, you just lost Eminem because you didn't bring 50. Damn. Alright, bring 50 then. But if it was up to them, they wouldn't have me there. I was the surprise. I wasn't on the bill at all. They couldn't get him to do it without me, but Jay-Z wasn't with it. 50 Cent's feud with Jay-Z hasn't stopped at Hov. Even Beyoncé found herself in 50's crosshairs. The rapper, who won a Grammy in 2010 for Crack a Bottle with Eminem and Dr. Dre, dismissed the importance of the award, stating he doesn't care about it. However, he didn't stop there, implying that Beyoncé's record-breaking 32 Grammy wins might have been influenced by someone on the committee working in her favor. 50's provocative statements and ongoing shots at the Carters keep his long-running tensions with them alive, showing no signs of easing up.
Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
did you and Jay-Z ever have a conversation, or y'all in different offices as far as like?
We don't need to talk about that.
50 Cent has been vocal about his disdain for awards like the Grammys, downplaying their significance in his usual blunt style. He shared, "I don't care about them. They don't mean anything. It's an acknowledgement of the success of the project, and the excitement is to be in the room with your peers. Other than that, what is the acknowledgement? It doesn't mean anything. I haven't even seen anyone in a bad financial space where they would sell their Grammys. Then it would mean something that you received this award. It has zero value." As for Beyoncé, she wasn't happy with 50 Cent's criticism of Jay-Z. 50 had previously stated that Jay-Z's popularity was mainly confined to the United States and that, globally, people only know him as Beyoncé's husband. This comment clearly didn't sit well with Beyoncé, adding more fuel to the fire in the ongoing tension between 50 and the Carters. The rivalry between 50 Cent and Jay-Z dates back to the very beginning of 50's career, starting in 1999 when 50 Cent released his infamous track, How to Rob. In this song, 50 took shots at a variety of big-name rappers, including Jay-Z, with lines like, "M got something to do with that." This caught Jay-Z's attention, and the two eventually crossed paths at Summer Jam, where Jay-Z made it clear that he would respond to 50's disses. 50, who was just starting to make a name for himself, wasn't deterred by Jay-Z's threat and embraced the attention. At that time, Jay-Z was the biggest rapper in the game, so for 50 Cent to get that kind of feedback from someone of Jay's stature was a major moment in his career. It gave him a significant boost and proved that he had the potential to go toe-to-toe with the biggest names in the industry. Later, 50 took another jab at Jay-Z on his track Be a Gentleman, continuing the back and forth and setting the stage for the long-running tension between the two.
She jumped out. She was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped out. She was like, go. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Don't come
So
on.
Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
You're talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, shit, look at this.
So what did B say, or she was just staring at you?
Nah, she came like she was ready.
She was
like
ready.
I thought something was going to happen. I just looked at Jay. He was looking at me. He was like, I said, yo, yeah, all right, whatever. I don't know. Because I'm just saying what's up.
After 50 Cent's How to Rob and the subsequent shots he took at Jay-Z, the industry was buzzing. But Jay-Z didn't respond directly at the time. Instead, 50 Cent's career took a dramatic turn when he was shot 9 times in 2000. Miraculously, he survived the attack, but his career hit a major setback when he was dropped from Columbia Records and forced to start over from scratch. Despite the adversity, 50 Cent kept grinding and released a series of successful mixtapes, which eventually caught the attention of Eminem and Dr. Dre. After hearing 50's mixtapes, the two rap legends reached out to him, offering him a deal with Shady Aftermath Records. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Jay-Z reflected on the moment he realized 50 Cent was about to become a dominant force in the rap game. He admitted that once 50 was signed to Eminem and Dr. Dre, it was clear that 50 had the potential to be the new top rapper in the industry, and that's when Jay recognized his rise to prominence was inevitable.
Get your soul like 4 mil, got something to live for. Don't want a nigga putting foe through that Bentley coupe.
By 2003, 50 Cent was at the peak of his career, following the massive success of Get Rich or Die Trying. With 50's rise to superstardom, Jay-Z saw an opportunity to benefit from the new energy in the game, and the two rappers announced the Rock the MIC tour. They also gave a joint interview to a magazine, where the interview asked who was the better MC. 50 Cent humbly stated that it was definitely Jay-Z, acknowledging that he was still the new kid in the game. During this time, Jay-Z, who had a deal with Reebok, saw the potential in 50 Cent and offered him a chance to create G-Unit sneakers. 50 agreed, and the two rappers even recorded a joint promo for the brand. However, Jay-Z soon took a break from music, stepping away from the industry for a few years. According to 50 Cent, he was one of the people who encouraged Jay-Z to take a hiatus from releasing music, stating that it was necessary for Hub to step back for a while and let new artists shine.
I'm about dollars. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?
In August 2007, 50 Cent managed to spoil what could have been a special moment for Jay-Z during a concert at Madison Square Garden. The drama unfolded when singer Kira decided to invite 50 Cent to the stage as a surprise guest. 50 performed a track, but after finishing, he left the stage. However, things took a turn when, during T.I.'s performance, Jay-Z was introduced as a surprise guest and referred to as the King of New York. In response, Jay-Z brought Kanye West with him on stage, making it a moment to remember. But 50 Cent wasn't done yet. He came back to the stage and essentially hijacked the scene, preventing Jay-Z's moment from being the highlight it could have been. This caused tension between the two, with Jay-Z not taking kindly to 50's interruption. The incident added more fuel to the ongoing rivalry between the two, showing 50's knack for stirring up drama even during potentially positive moments for Jay-Z.
Quick enough to twist your lines and send them back at you. Swift enough to snatch the Mac and pop that at.
The situation at Madison Square Garden in 2007 left Jay-Z visibly angry, and it seemed like their relationship might be heading toward a bad turn. In an effort to smooth things over and show that there was no real conflict between them, 50 Cent released a remix of his track I Get Money just a few days later. The remix featured both Jay-Z and Diddy, signaling an attempt at reconciliation. However, even on this track, the tension between them was palpable. They didn't exactly keep things civil, as the two rappers subtly argued over who truly ran New York. The lines on the track seemed to hint at a rivalry, and according to rumors, Jay-Z was reportedly jealous of 50 Cent's massive success, especially as 50 was quickly rising to dominate the hip-hop scene. Despite their apparent efforts to bury the hatchet, the tension between the two was still evident, and their relationship remained complex.
You know, I remember one time walking in the studio, and it was like a small gap, and bleak beans. Everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now. Just flood it, put out a lot of music because 50 Cent is coming. And you know, 4 months later, in the club hit, and it was over. And it was just like, okay, now everybody got to sit on the sidelines and wait this tidal wave out.
The rivalry between 50 Cent and Kanye West reached a peak in 2007 with the release of their highly anticipated albums Curtis and Graduation. The two rappers had a public battle over which album would sell more in its first week, with 50 confident that Curtis would outsell Kanye's Graduation. However, Jay-Z, who was the president of Def Jam at the time, went all out to ensure Kanye's victory. In 50 Cent's book Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, he wrote, "Jimmy Iovine might not have cared about beating Kanye, but Jay-Z, who was the head of Def Jam at the time, damn sure cared about beating me. Jay had been extremely uncomfortable with my run in NYC for years, so he did everything under the sun to make sure he could beat me through Kanye." Jay took a lot of pride in Kanye's victory. I think that's one of the reasons he's so disappointed in Kanye today. This rivalry extended to a situation with Bet. 50 and Kanye agreed to visit the TV channel together, but 50 wanted to bring Eminem along as a guest. Bet refused, saying no additional guests were allowed. When the day came, Kanye showed up with Jay-Z, and 50 arrived alone. It wasn't until later that 50 realized it was Jay-Z who had orchestrated the situation, setting him up and ensuring that he would appear alone, further fueling the animosity between them.
Where was Jay-Z from 2003 to 2006? I sold 23 million records between 2003 and 2006.
Right.
He stopped making music, said, "I'm going to go be the president of a record company." I quit. We'll get back to what me and you got later, Fifth. Quit, time out. I'll come back to play later. Then he signed the Beyonce contract. I was like, yeah, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Was that joint? That shit is a tough one to beat.
In 2009, 50 Cent ignited a heated beef with Rick Ross, which added another layer to the ongoing tensions in the hip-hop world. At the time, Rick Ross was signed to Def Jam, and rumors swirled that Jay-Z had given Ross the green light to take shots at 50 Cent. This suggestion of Jay-Z's involvement in the feud likely added more fuel to the fire, especially since 50 had already been at odds with Hov. 50 Cent, known for poking fun at his rivals, didn't hold back and took several jabs at Jay-Z once again. It seemed like 50 was reigniting his feud with Jay-Z through his beef with Rick Ross. His continuous provocation eventually led to a response from Jay-Z, who, while usually a bit more reserved, had no choice but to address 50's relentless taunts. This series of events further deepened the animosity between 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and their respective camps, making the beef a prominent storyline in hip-hop during that time.
See how we cross brand, we boss about it, man.
After Kanye West famously interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, 50 Cent weighed in, stating that something like that would never happen when he was on stage. Kanye took the mic from Taylor Swift and declared that Beyoncé had one of the best music videos of all time, which sparked massive backlash. 50 Cent, known for his bold personality, made it clear that he would never pull a stunt like that. In response to Kanye's actions, Jay-Z, during an interview, responded to 50 Cent's comment, saying, "No one is afraid of him." This remark was likely a direct challenge to 50's tough guy image, implying that despite his reputation, 50 Cent didn't intimidate people in the industry, especially not someone like Jay-Z. The back and forth added another layer to the ongoing tensions between 50 and Jay-Z, while also highlighting the ongoing shifting dynamics in the rap world at the time.
We got, hey.
You can get down, nigga. You can get down. It's all good.
This a real special moment, ain't it?
Come on, you can get something, nigga.
This a real special moment,
Let's
ain't
go.
In another interview, 50 Cent didn't hold back in his criticism of Jay-Z, calling him a punk who avoids beefs. 50's statement was a direct shot at Jay-Z's approach to conflict, implying that Hov wasn't as confrontational or willing to engage in the same level of rivalry that 50 was known for. This remark played into the larger narrative of their ongoing feud, with 50 constantly poking fun at Jay-Z's perceived reluctance to respond or engage in public beefs, further intensifying the tension between the two.
And you run up on stage when you do a little too much.
Yeah. He ain't like that. Yeah, she ain't like that.
You didn't like it?
No,
Tell me again what he said to you when you ran on the stage.
You had to come up here, huh?
That's so great.
Because he was going to have a moment. So he had to share.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to give me credit for the positive things I do for the fight.
Because your intention wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best, but good things result.
50 Cent took another opportunity to diss Jay-Z, continuing to stir the pot in their long-running feud. In a separate instance, 50 once again took shots at Hov, mocking him and adding fuel to their rivalry. The disses came in various forms, whether in interviews, social media posts, or music, and 50 seemed determined to keep the tension alive. At this point, 50 Cent had established himself as someone who wouldn't let up in his attacks, even if Jay-Z remained relatively silent or evasive about addressing the insults head-on. Eventually, 50 Cent and Jay-Z crossed paths backstage once again, exchanging a few words, but that was essentially the end of it. After the brief interaction, 50 Cent continued to describe their relationship as purely business, suggesting that there was no deeper personal connection between the two. When Jay-Z released his album 444 in 2017, 50 Cent didn't hold back in criticizing it. In his own review of the album, 50 referred to it as golf course music, implying that the record was too sophisticated, mature, or grown up for the kind of street-oriented audience that 50 typically caters to. His comment was a jab at the more introspective, mature themes that Jay-Z explored on 444, continuing the rivalry and showing that 50 had no problem speaking his mind about his longtime adversary.
Look at Jay-Z's documentary. He points that moment out as a point that he beat me. Right? How did he beat me if it was Kanye? It's because he was the president of Def Jam, and they did everything they could to make that work at that point. So it was like, we have to make the numbers.
Oh. You think it was fuzzy math?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. As we discussed earlier, the Super Bowl halftime show in 2022 became another point of contention between 50 Cent and Jay-Z. 50 Cent accused Jay-Z of being a hater for allegedly trying to block him from the performance, even though it was Eminem who insisted that 50 be included. This fueled more animosity between them, with 50 continuing to throw jabs at Jay-Z. In 2023, when 50 Cent was asked about the top rappers according to a Billboard list, he made it clear that he didn't view Jay-Z as one of the top 3. While he didn't outright say it, his hint was a subtle dig at Jay-Z's position in the rap game, suggesting that Hov's status as one of the greatest rappers wasn't as secure as some might think. This comment added to the ongoing tension between the two, with 50 continuing to publicly downplay Jay-Z's legacy while asserting his own place in the rap world.
But they rockin' that Urkel, look man, isn't he from Marcy? They say he's growing dreads and now he's talking like a yachty.
50 came through, like hurricanes do. I thought I'd finish his ass to summer champs.
50 Cent often trolls Jay-Z, especially by bringing up his relationship with Diddy. He doesn't seem to think Jay-Z stays neutral in the whole situation, often suggesting that Hov is involved in some way. One of the most notable moments came when 50 edited a clip from the film New Jack City to make it appear as though Diddy and Jay-Z were in the roles of Nino Brown and his associates. He captioned it with, "This thing is bigger than Nino Brown. LOL New Jack Diddy." It's a classic 50 Cent move, combining humor and petty digs to keep the rivalry going while trolling both Jay-Z and Diddy.
I think he would have done that if that was 50 Cent. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
Well, you know what I mean.
I'm just, I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent. So I just think that that's what he believed. I think it was rude. I thought it was inappropriate. Man, I told him as much. But I don't think he was wrong.
Trevor Nelson.
I think he was responding to you saying that Kanye would be scared if you were on stage.
Kanye would not take a trophy from me. Neither Jay-Z.
Right.
Neither one of them.
What would you have?
No, we'd have had an altercation right there. When he's saying he's not afraid of 50 Cent, why would you have to make that clear when no one's ever asked me if I'm afraid of Jay-Z?
It was random at the time.
Yeah.
Came from nowhere.
He probably didn't mean it.
Fifth also noted that he was more popular outside the United States.
In fact, his largest selling record sold 430-something thousand copies. My largest selling records, plural, 2 of them sold 5 million. That's Get Rich or Die Trying and Massacre. You know, so it's a huge difference in who we are with each other internationally. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there. Because America could be purchased. We can buy it with marketing dollars. The rest of the world, there's not enough marketing dollars to go around.
This year, 50 Cent revisited the topic of his inclusion in the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show, claiming that Jay-Z's Rock Nation tried to block him from performing. He stated, "Rock Nation wanted to leave me out of it. They didn't want me there. But Eminem wouldn't do it without me. That's how I ended up on the show. He wasn't coming if I didn't do it. When that happens, you go, damn, you just lost Eminem because you didn't bring 50. Damn. All right, bring 50 then. But if it was up to them, they wouldn't have me there. I was the surprise. I wasn't on the bill at all. They couldn't get him to do it without me. But Jay-Z wasn't with it. 50 Cent's feud with Jay-Z hasn't stopped at Hov. Even Beyoncé found herself in 50's crosshairs. The rapper, who won a Grammy in 2010 for Crack a Bottle with Eminem and Dr. Dre, dismissed the importance of the award, stating he doesn't care about it. However, he didn't stop there, implying that Beyoncé's record-breaking 32 Grammy wins might have been influenced by someone on the committee working in her favor. 50's provocative statements and ongoing shots at the Carters keep his long-running tensions with them alive, showing no signs of easing up.
He's a big man. He's too big to respond. I'm a big dick, you know, the one everybody on. You used to be from my nigga. Now you's a past the great pound ass.
50 Cent has taken his trolling of Jay-Z to a whole new level over the past year, keeping fans entertained with a series of relentless jabs. For example, he shared an image of a milk carton with Jay-Z's face edited onto the missing children slot, captioning the Instagram post with, "Anybody seen Jay?" LOL. Puff said he ain't answering his phone. LOL. Another standout moment came when 50 posted a photo of Jay-Z and joked, "Jay in hibernation. He ain't coming outside till this puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner. LOL. I'm all you got. I'm outside." The tension between the two runs deep, with 50 Cent convinced that Jay-Z dislikes him. One notable instance that fueled this belief occurred during the 2022 Super Bowl, when Eminem reportedly insisted on including 50 in his performance, allegedly against Jay-Z's wishes.
Yo, it was lit last night. I just got back from the gym. I listened to Jay, the 444. I thought it was alright, you know what I'm saying? I like, but I'm gonna keep it 100. It was a little too smart, right? I felt like I was supposed to be wearing like glasses and like tie, like a sweater around my waist. It was like Ivy League shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Niggas high out here, so they don't want to hear that. They just want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And that you can't be the best rapper at 47 because the new niggas here. They coming with new shit going on. That's why I was laughing when the Joe Buttons nigga with the Amigos nigga. They up next. You gotta let the young come in. Fucking with Future and all this other shit. Leave them alone, B. What's the matter with you, man? I ain't gonna hold you up, son. It was like golf course music.
You thought that he was getting like a little bit sort of high society, a little.
It was like he was like talking down at him.
Right.
Like a little bit, like I'm up here, baby.
Right.
For the past year, 50 Cent has relentlessly trolled Jay-Z, taking every opportunity to mock him for his silence regarding the situation with Diddy and the much-discussed outfit. The ongoing jabs have kept the feud alive, with 50 Cent showing no signs of letting up.
Kendrick, Nas, top 3. Is that about right or not?
No. Still good artist, but not of all time, no.
Say hypothetically it was 50 Cent #1, then who? Would it be Jay after that?
Probably not. It depends on the time period.
50 Cent didn't hold back on Instagram, taking a jab at Jay-Z's Super Bowl situation and his style choices. He wrote, "Why would he have to say that? Should be the question." This was followed by a sharp dig at Jay-Z's Jean-Michel Basquiat-inspired hairstyle, adding, "Your big homie is running around trying to look like a gay painter." The comment was a clear shot at Jay-Z's signature Basquiat-style dreadlocks, with 50 using the opportunity to blend his critique of Jay's personal style with the ongoing feud about the Super Bowl performance dynamics.
Y'all got a good relationship, right? You and Ho? Yeah.
And this year on The Breakfast Club, he said Jay-Z is a hater.
But why would you and Jay still have issues after all these years?
I don't have issues. You know, one thing is, look, I think in that point, yeah, he was hating because he was saying the NFL had an issue with me when I got 11 professional sports teams now that I'm the official champagne and cognac of. Mm-hmm. And where's the hate there?
When's the last time y'all spoke, if y'all have spoke?
Jay?
You and Jay.
Oh, it's been a while. Because our businesses really, they don't cross paths. We're not after the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like when they're doing something else with, Rock Nation and stuff like that. And, we pick different things, right?
50 Cent has been vocal about his disdain for awards like the Grammys, downplaying their significance in his usual blunt style. He shared, "I don't care about them. They don't mean anything. It's an acknowledgement of the success of the project, and the excitement is to be in the room with your peers. Other than that, what is the acknowledgement? It doesn't mean anything. I haven't even seen anyone in a bad financial space where they would sell their Grammys. Then it would mean something that you received this award. It has zero value." As for Beyoncé, she wasn't happy with 50 Cent's criticism of Jay-Z. 50 had previously stated that Jay-Z's popularity was mainly confined to the United States and that, globally, people only know him as Beyoncé's husband. This comment clearly didn't sit well with Beyoncé, adding more fuel to the fire in the ongoing tension between 50 and the Carters.
All he gets is a year. Nah, this shit ain't happening. I should have killed you myself.
See, that's the difference, you and me. Yeah, well, this is over with.
It seems like 50 Cent's claims about Jay-Z being involved in Diddy's dirty business are more of an exaggeration, designed to stoke the fire of their rivalry. 50 has built his career around trolling and creating controversy, so it's hard to know how much of what he says should be taken literally. As for Jay-Z being a hater, that's probably another stretch. 50 often uses the hater label to describe anyone he feels is challenging him or not giving him the respect he thinks he deserves. It's more about the competitive tension between two huge names in hip-hop than any deep-seated hatred. In reality, both Jay-Z and 50 Cent are power players in the music business, and while their personal rivalry is real, it's likely fueled by a mix of competition, ego, and the industry's inherent drama. It sounds like the video you're recommending might explore the darker side of the music business with a focus on labels and power moves, which could shed some light on the more complex dynamics at play here. If you enjoyed it, I'd say keep following that content to get more insights into the backstories behind these beefs and business dealings.